wearing my Barstool Chicago hoodie. Looking good.
Looking very good. We're all...
Yeah. Well,
Yes.
it's a Super Bowl show. And that's why we're here.
We should put
You're gonna have to beep that out.
No, we should put S star.
There will be no beeping of the Super Bowl. I don't care what you have to say, Roger Goodell.
Yeah, we've already broken a lot of your rules in our past.
All right. We're going to do a quick breakdown of all of our picks. That's pretty sweet. So in week 4, we made our division round picks. And then again in week 13. And unfortunately, that week 13 one, the recordings got a little messed up. But
I'm not pointing any fingers.
it's my fault. It was my fault. It's all my fault because I'm the only one who does any work around this godforsaken place.
Hold
Because me and Brian are talent.
horses. Where the F was the intern?
Yeah.
Wasn't that his first week?
Actually,
That's right.
Actually, if we
Hey guys, Jeff here, the new Only Lion Show intern.
want to point fingers,
Didn't even show up to work
this,
week 1.
honestly, the show's been falling apart because he doesn't want to show
We
up.
didn't invite him tonight.
No.
Well, he lost his right.
We texted him on his birthday.
That's
Gave
right.
him the eyes.
That's
Any
right.
response?
Nope.
No.
That's what the text was about. You never knew.
Hey, Jeff, get a job, buddy. We don't know if you're coming back next year.
All right. That's funny.
It's intern talk.
So, in week 4, let's just go through them real quick. So, we'll go through our picks, and then you can decide whether you think that we know anything or not. Okay? So, the AFC North in week 4, BK, you took the Browns. I took the Browns. And Chad, you took the Ravens. None of those hit because
No.
who knew the Cincinnati Bengals, who were, if you looked at the Vegas odds and you picked over under for games, they were at 5.5.
5.5, yeah.
5.5
I think
games.
plus 10,000 to win the Super Bowl or something like that.
I don't know, but I'm sure some jerk from Cincinnati did it,
Yep.
and he's pissing himself right now.
Mattress Joe,
Oh, yeah.
late
Yeah.
adopter.
I mean, think about all those Cincinnati fans. The one who like painted his house like a Bengal, and the
Guy
one
lived
who
on the
like
roof.
wouldn't get off of his roof.
Yeah.
They deserve
Were they the same guy?
I don't know.
Okay.
I think they were two different guys, but
Probably neighbors.
yeah, I'm sure they got along.
So I just have to say, shame on all of us for trusting Baker Mayfield.
Well, he
I
said
did
the
not trust him.
Ravens.
Yeah.
So
Shame on me for trusting a Harbaugh
and
and ACLs.
the Browns looked good. What do you want me to say? Through 4 games, I mean, they pulled the Lions on
Well,
me.
listen, Baker Mayfield plays way harder and
Yeah,
plays through
he was
more
injured.
injuries than anyone
He was
else.
injured, okay? If Baker Mayfield was on the Rams, he'd be in the Super Bowl right now, okay?
Hey, as we'll
She'd
point out
drop
later,
right in. You know,
starting
Kelly
quarterback
Stafford.
numbers. Starting quarterback numbers matter, and the only other guy I can think of, there's 2 other guys I can think of who ever wore number 6: Dan Orlovsky, Mark Sanchez. Don't wear 6 quarterbacks.
Can't be it.
I'm sure there's more.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's move along. AFC South winners, week 4. BK, Titans, Tony, Titans, and Chad, Titans.
Nice.
I mean, it was pretty obvious the Titans were going to be a loser in the second round of the playoffs.
Very resilient team.
However, the season had me sweating on that pick all year with Derrick Henry going down, multiple players going down.
Yeah, but they kept winning games.
That
Well,
was-
this is our week 4 picks, though.
They
right?
lost to the Jets, though. Yes, these are the week 4 picks.
These-
That's
so
why
we'll-
he's saying after he made this pick, he was sweating.
Yeah, but we'll go
because-
to that week 13.
hey, the
All
Vrabel no-name defense.
So AFC East, Bills clean sweep. We all knew it. It was always the Bills, as Jersey Jerry would say.
Yes.
AFC West. This one we I mean, that was a tough one because Kansas City had started awful. We should have known that they were going to be turned back to Kansas City.
Should have had 3 playoff teams.
Should have had 3 playoff. They did have 2 though.
They had 2.
Out of the West.
Yeah.
You did take the Raiders, who did make the playoffs, but they didn't win. So
I
you were
took
wrong.
it was I took them for
We
all the
took
wrong
the
reasons
Chargers.
too.
For all the wrong reasons, just as you did.
Yeah.
Because those are two teams that, with all the flash and gab, they're just both of them not there yet.
Well, the Raiders benefited from their coach getting fired halfway through the season too, which is
Right.
weird.
And that guy's gone now. But that guy, all he did was be the first interim coach to take his team to the playoffs, I think.
Yeah.
I mean,
That's totally, there's no, I think that's a fact. I haven't done any research.
what I think is a fact is that watching Staley coach the Chargers this year, analytics is just a bunch of dudes playing Madden. How much you got to go for it on 4th down? You weren't in the playoffs because you're a jackass.
Yeah, there's a lot of that this season. A lot of that stuff. Let's keep going, though.
Yep.
Let's keep going. NFC North, you guys both picked the Packers. Good job.
Easy
I picked
pick.
the Vikings because the Vikings were really good at losing games the first four games of the season. They were like 1-3, and I was like, this team, they're loading up.
So they had 3 losses. It was like, you know what? There's something there.
Yeah.
I mean, that does scream
Sometimes
Kirk
you got to
Cousins.
take a risk. You know what? You know what takes never going to be remembered? You guys taking the Packers in week 4. Okay?
Yeah.
No one's going to remember that. Like, good job. Congratulations.
Well, it's more you taking a victory lap over your 3-loss pick. I don't know.
I know, I'm bragging about missing a pick.
Because of your confidence, it ended up affecting your final results.
Yeah, whatever. NFC South. BK was the only one who was correct in week 4 by taking the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I took the Panthers, and you took the Saints. Each team had their implosions just at different points in the season.
That was probably 1 or 2 weeks before.
And
the blown ACL.
that is going to be a bad division next year.
Yeah.
Put me down for the Atlanta Falcons to win the NFC South next year.
Where are they picking?
Falcons? They're gonna pick right after us at 8.
Yeah, give me the Falcons. Anyway, that's for next year. The NFC East, we all picked the Cowboys. I mean, that one's easy. That's going to be the second worst division next year.
That was pretty right. There wasn't really a lot of competition there, I don't think. Right?
At that point, for sure not.
Yeah.
The Eagles didn't start playing well until later in the season. The Eagles started off very poorly.
Even then, they'd be like 500.
Yeah. And it's crazy that 2 teams from the East went to the playoffs.
East Coast bias.
Maybe it's because they cannibalize each other and everyone else beats them.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. And the NFC West in week 4, we were all correct because there was no better team in the first 4 weeks than the Rams.
Yep.
So that gave BK the win from the week 4 picks at 6-2, Chad in second at 5-3, and me at 4-4, which overall as a group is above 500. So
Pretty good.
pretty good. Pretty good.
Not too shabby.
Not like we don't know what we're talking about. Anyway, we don't. Now, let's jump to week 13. Things are getting a little tougher. AFC North.
This is when the beads of sweat start falling.
AFC North. Brian picked it. Now, I don't know if he actually knew what he was talking about, if he was just drunk off his ass, but he picked the Bengals to win the AFC North, and they did.
Young cats!
Me and Chad picked the Ravens, but down the stretch, they just had too many
I don't think he was
injuries.
that drunk during that episode. I'm trying to remember.
I don't think he was either, but
Yeah.
come on.
I was hammered on
Don't-
Joey Burrow.
Don't let the facts ruin a good story, Chad.
Hot cup of Joe over there.
In the AFC South, you picked the Colts. So for everything you did right in the North, you did wrong in the South. Chad and I are smart, and we knew the Titans would win.
They pulled it
Hold
So
on.
you took the Titans, went back on it, and lost yourself.
Hold on. Does
Okay.
everyone remember how the Colts didn't make the playoffs this year?
But that wasn't.
Blowing
That-
into the Jags.
The division was not up for grabs.
It wasn't
Hey,
for the division.
we gave him props for the Raiders. I'm just saying.
I wasn't
blew
accept- I
but
wasn't
the Raiders
accepting
made the playoffs. The Colts didn't even make the playoffs.
Listen.
it. No heart.
Listen.
No grit.
The Colts are a joke.
Carson Wentz.
That was your own fault.
That wasn't. I'll slap you next time you bet on Carson Wentz.
Yeah, what was I
All right,
thinking?
all right. So
It wasn't his fault though.
this is where things get a little weird here. The AFC East, fellas, we all took the Bills, but you guys switched and you took the Patriots. This guy took the Bills because he knows Josh Allen is the man.
To be fair, I had a sizable bet on the Bills to have a winning record, and they didn't, and I just lost all faith in them. So
Don't worry. I'm going to eat my words in a couple of rounds.
I
here.
just couldn't handle how much of an erection I had after they only threw the ball 3 times.
Yeah, that was right
That's
after
true.
that
I was
game.
like, this is America!
that was right after that game, and I'm pretty sure I was with you guys, but I was doing one of those things where I was like, oh, I'm going to be different.
yeah,
Oh, I was
But by being different, by picking the Bills, gave me the win
smart.
and made me smarter. Now, the AFC West. You guys both took the Chiefs at this point. Smart. It was close, though. Week 13,
Yeah.
it was very tight
It was
in the
tight.
AFC West. Literally, it was anybody's game.
Yeah,
Even Denver was alive.
Denver was alive, but I think if we looked at the games of the final home stretch.
Yeah, if
it
you
was-
would have looked at the schedule.
Yeah, it was
But-
pretty clear.
It was very close. So me picking the chart, it was a pick 'em, but the Chiefs was the right pick because everybody saw what was happening.
just took some time. I mean, one thing that I feel like, as anyone watching football, anything goes on, that we always just are way too quick on is thinking that lineman is a plug and play thing. Like, I'm going to sign this guy from over here, and he's going to be
It's
he's going to
always
be
a
ready to go.
multi-year thing. Yeah,
That takes a minute, right? And so
Yeah.
Patrick Mahomes was completely unsettled in the beginning of the year running for his life. Once you get Patrick Mahomes, I love the young class of quarterbacks that are coming up now. They're all just lethal in different ways.
yeah.
Yeah. So good job. You picked the Chiefs. Way to go.
Gold star.
I always trust the Walrus, Andy Reid.
NFC North. At this point, it was obvious. We all took the Packers.
Yeah, it wasn't even close.
There was no other picks. The same with the South. There were no other picks at this point. It was Tampa Bay. So we all picked those teams. In the East, Chad and I, again, picked the Cowboys. You went away from your thoughts and picked the Eagles.
Dirty
But here's the credit that you
bird.
want. Here's the credit that you want. At least the Eagles made the playoffs.
Yeah.
Good job. You
Runner
picked
up.
the wild card.
Runner up.
And you know what? I would have given you credit and not mocked you for it, but you had to ask for it.
Yes.
Shameless self-promotion.
And here we go. Here's your comeback. We left the Rams. We got off it and took the Cardinals. Shame on us, Chad.
Oh,
Shame on us. You said all year that the only game the Lions would win would be against the Cardinals, and yet we still picked the Cardinals to win the West, and we are dumb, and we deserve to be replaced.
we bought Enron in 1991, and we were jumping off the building in 94.
So
That's where we were.
Cliff Kingsbury should be fired.
Has he been fired?
Speaking of Cliff Kingsbury, if you guys just want some,
But you picked
I'm
the
sitting
Rams.
on I'm sitting on the John research stuff. Look at this guy, what he's done since Texas Tech in the last 5 weeks of any coaching job he
Well
has.
documented.
This is a historic problem. The
Yeah.
guy can't finish a season.
Well, he couldn't finish at Texas Tech either.
That's what I'm saying. You go all the way back to Texas
Going
Tech.
back. Yeah.
Every last 5 weeks of his seasons where it looks like it's going on.
Maybe he's a skier.
Implode.
He's probably a skier.
In fact, you could probably go back to his quarterback career at Texas Tech. And when he played, he imploded.
I will have to verify.
We're ready for poop talk later.
I believe it, though. I believe it. So our week 13 picks, we all tied 5 and 3 in different ways. So there would actually probably be pretty much no way that you could follow us all.
Would you make money on that bet, though? I don't know. If you bet
Well,
one
we-
unit? Because I don't know what the odds are. It might not be a winning proposition.
When we all going 5 and 3 is questionable, but our week 4 picks, those was valid.
Those are probably,
Yeah.
a little better odds, yeah.
Even though I did better than I did in week 4.
Yeah.
You were the same. He did worse, but
Next year we got to record the odds, too, and see who makes
Yeah.
money on it.
yeah. But I like this segment.
Yeah.
So there you go. There were our picks. That's how we picked.
Bengals got
Coming
me
up
paid.
next.
That's true.
Coming up next, our Super Bowl talk.